Hi, Jesse. It's my sugar-free candies. They taste so good. This is what's nice about working at a place that, like, just down the hall of the mall is a candy place. I'll get my diabetic candy fix on. Let me try to finish chewing this, because it gets all in your teeth. Huzzah! Okay. So, I am much more alert and awake than I normally have been in the past few videos, if you've noticed. And I've also caught up on everything. I made a list of things for me to talk about. Okay. First topic. Punishments. Ooh. Okay. So, I feel like how we should do this is if you miss a video, then you should have to do a punishment. I don't feel like we've done a timeline type thing, kind of like the Vlogbrothers did, but that's okay. I like our videos varying in times. I think it's fun and you get more information in some videos and more fun out of others. I'm hiccuping now from my candy. Whew. Anyhow, what should we do? I feel like each one should be different. Kind of like, you remember when John had to shave his legs? I think he only had to shave one leg. But yeah. Or not shave, wax. That thing. Or like the blenderized Happy Meal, maybe. As long as it, like, doesn't kill me. I'd have to say, like, no ketchup and stuff, because that could kill me. But yeah. But things like that. Nothing malicious. We are not doing the cinnamon challenge. I say no. I veto that right now. If you need explanation why, go back and watch the John Green video about the cinnamon challenge. Or maybe it was Hank. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But yeah, I think fun punishments that won't be deadly. However, I would be willing to do Chubby Bunny as long as I didn't have to ingest the marshmallows. That'd be fun. Anyhow, yes, things like that. We can talk about different punishment options in our little side vlog we have that I was glad you made, but haven't really gotten to adding to it yet, because I'm a goober. Sorry, I've been busy with work. I'm really hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, next. You are doing NaNoWriMo. Woo! I'm gonna have to read that when you get done with it. I've never done NaNoWriMo. I actually didn't know what NaNoWriMo was until you were talking to me about it. I find it a very interesting, very intriguing experiment. But at this time, I know I don't have the time for it, which sucks because I would really like to do it. I'm finding that living 45 minutes away from my job makes it a lot harder. When I close, I get off work at 9:15, and that makes it really, really difficult because I don't get home then until 10 to 10:30, depending if I stopped and got something to eat. Sometimes even 11 o'clock. So the drive makes it very difficult for me to accomplish things. And because of that, because I get in so late, because I'm an old lady at heart and would like to go to bed at like 8 p.m., yeah. Because of that, I tend to sleep in a little later and then, of course, have to go straight to work. I feel like I waste an hour and a half on the road every day not being able to accomplish anything, which is very difficult for someone who likes to accomplish things. But I'm hoping to work through that and then eventually hopefully move to Salina so the drive would only be 10 minutes, 15 minutes max. However, maybe next year I can do NaNoWriMo with you. Alright, I'm very excited that you're doing self-defense. I think that's really cool. If I was there, I'd totally be doing it with you. I find the exercise format of it very intriguing and a lot more appealing than your generic exercise groups, because it can help you in the long run rather than just, let's do yoga. Yeah. Okay, your dryer challenge that you're doing for yourself is very cool. I like the idea. Only you would do something like that, which I really love. I couldn't do it. I love my dryer a lot. I have lived without a dryer before. I've lived without a washer before. I have lived without running water before. This is my life here. Yes. So yeah, I've lived using a chamber pot instead of a toilet. It's what I've experienced in life. So I know the difficulties of it. I know the pros from it. I know the cons from it. Just reminder, make sure you shake your jeans out after they've been laying on the rack for a while, because otherwise they're going to turn into like stiff as board pants, and you're gonna have to like beat them with rocks to make them fit on you. Yep, really bad experiences with that. Just trust me on it. Okay, the discussion on Lex's video. I watched the video. I'm actually gonna say that I didn't realize that the topic of needing to do discussions was an issue. I always thought it was a non-issue because everyone I hang out with is willing to have discussions with me on a broad range of topics. Such as you. You and I used to have the best conversations and debates about things, even when we didn't agree on things. One of my best friends, Darcy, she and I have completely opposing positions on things, yet we can have the best discussions and get so much out of each other's talks. I grew up in a family that you sat down to dinner and you talked about politics, and you talked about religion, you talked about all those hard topics, and you actually discussed what was on your mind. My dad didn't grow up in that environment. When he first went to my mom's house and met her parents, that was a shock to his system. So I can see where she's coming from in that aspect. But at the same time, having grown up in a community and in an environment that really accepted discussion about many topics, I've grown to really find that not an issue, because I feel I can talk about anything with anyone. I know when not to bring up subjects and where not to bring up subjects. Like, if I'm at work, I'm not going to bring up the subject of abortion or anything that hard-hitting. But at the same time, I don't feel the struggle to confine myself to minimalist conversations. At the same time, it's you just have to judge your situations. But I do feel that discussion is very important to the development of one's character, the development of one's understanding of both general topics and what's the word I'm looking for? Micro topics? Little bits of topics within topics that we don't normally discuss with one another. I feel like it's important that we learn about others' cultures and learn about others' backgrounds and what they've been through communication, because we may have a specific opinion on a topic due to our own experiences, but unless we understand someone else's experiences on the topic, we're not going to be able to even comprehend the other viewpoint. Whether our opinion on the topic changes or not, we should be able to talk freely amongst each other. That being said, I don't feel that it should be placed into an argument setting where you feel that you have to defend your opinion, and it ends in a shouting match. I feel that the discussions that, at least the environment I grew up in, was that we could respect each other's opinions while still having differing opinions. And sometimes the details within those opinions may change due to the conversation that you had. Your whole opinion on the topic may not change, but small bits of it might. And I feel like discussion is all about educating people. The whole concept of having Congress and Senate and having debates going on is to showcase the many sides of a topic. There's so much argument right now going about whether we have the right people in our Senate, whether we have the right representatives for our country. And I feel that many of them come from different backgrounds, although at this point they may be rich, or they may be all unrespected due to the amount of time they've been there, or the lack of emotion they show about their job at this point. But at the same time, we don't know what they're putting into the discussion. We aren't able to sit in and be a fly on the wall of one of those sessions and see what is being discussed. So I do have to say that your bringing up about discussion and it needing to be an issue is very true. I feel like our country does it very well in discussing things. And I feel like our generation is doing that as well. But I also feel like it's our environment that we grew up in that defines whether we're going to use discussion as a tool or not. I feel like Southwestern is a high tool for building discussion about broad topics, while, say, KU, K-State may not be, due to the large dynamic of cultures that are there. But yes, I feel like discussion is an important tool. Wow, I'm at 12.5 minutes already. Sorry about that, but there was a lot to catch up on. I'm hoping to see your gorgeous face tomorrow, and I have missed it, and I was so glad that I've been able to catch up recently. I will discuss in our bloggy spot about discussions for later if you'd like, and I will talk to you later. I love you. There we go. That looks like a sort of kind of heart-ish this time. I'm getting better at these hearts. But I love you. And DFTBA.